How's it going? I want my version of this to be quieter. Brain just shut off. Okay, here we go. And then I can turn this up. It's closer to the same volume I'm hearing. Cool. What the heck am I doing? Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Mommy Mammary. Okay. That's a name that you're allowed to have, I suppose. Oh, still not done it. Okay. Let's see. Is there any loot from this person I'm interested in? Doubt it. Duck bones. Not capped yet, so it's okay. Rank up 2 more times or so. Great. Yeah, I guess while I'm here, I might as well pick these up. Get this funny little map maker. Dish. Oop. What? Why is this not working? Zoomed in my camera. Display capture is broken as hell. What the frick? Okay. Oh, oops. That's the game, not the screen. Okay. Screen 3. This is what I wanted. Camera's still messed up. So, just copy this one. Delete. Huzzah. Okay. Now we can do this together as a family. So we got Southern Thanalan. Albin. of whatever this thing is. Doesn't look like it. There's only one Southern Thanalan thing. What the hell? Albin would be the first thing, right? Okay, well, whatever the fuck that's about. East Shroud. Sylvan Side. What the heck is that word? North Shroud. Solid. Upper Lanosia. Simurg. Central Shroud. Alex. Already did that. So, I don't understand. Guess I could display what I'm currently tracking, but meh. So wants me to start with the sylphs. I can do that. What tells us? I finished some dailies and didn't turn them in because I got to the progression quest. Chocobo ran out of time. Sun went away. Is it cooler outside? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. AMD's blocking out the sound of the fan. That's nice. Yep. Double. Should be done with these soon, right? Probably 2 more days. No. Some breeze going on over here. Sneeze on any of you assholes. Stinging Sophie. What's that symbol mean? Just a list. Or some kind of red symbol when they were potential elites. Stocks. Suspicious Gridance. Here, I guess. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Shifty merchant. So I guess they're planning on going to Gridania. I don't know. So that's the front of this thing. There we go. Is that little bits of wind coming through, or me moving around in my chair coming through? Pig, pig. Chocobo. Crystals? Some spring water. Something else. Yoinked. Ignore the chocobo. And also dust bunny. Komajiro. Jibanyan. It's a little puppy. Did that. Spore. Bit less stinky. Nice. So Podling Peril. What the hell is Podling Peril? Up here? I could help this person. far. Bay has the stuff. Oh, nice. Lucky guess. Oh yeah, this is a duty thing. Results. It's a trial. Striking tree extreme. Size. speed, I suppose. Society somewhat. Challenge log. Okay. So, crackling? Huh. Kind of sounds like it, but also maybe not. I still never did the stupid. Oops, what happened? Something's definitely crackling. It's coming from the mic. Hello, hello. Okay, yes. Why is so much coming through the microphone? What the hell? Somehow I started with the end of the route. I don't know how I messed that up. Whatever. Twitch. Wait, did I already do this? What the heck? Sylvan side. What's that? Oh, whoops. Excellent. That's Sylvan side. Frick. two people hanging out here. Are they also trying to get these Sylvan dudes? Oh my god, so many people here. Bum 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 ba-dum bum. Oh, nice. Swoosh. Ooh. That one's done. Falgard float. Go up. This is where the Ixali crafting shenanigans happens, isn't it? Have to decide. I guess it's not much of a decision. I probably will do it eventually, but not until I've run out of story content, I think. Done with that. Bent Branch Meadows. Down. Bum 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 bum. What's it? Oh, Alex. It's called Alex. What am I doing? Wait, oops. Jeez, I don't even have my 2 button. Give it like a minute or 2 to see if that one spawns the Alex one, but I'm not gonna go hunting. Alright, whatever. interesting. Do some lightning business. I don't understand what the hell's going on with this. It's the same video it was the first time. Just assassinated that healer. I don't know that I'm supposed to kill that ad, but seems like what you're supposed to do. Damn. This has so much particle effect. Cool. So now I can get rid of this one. Possibly will save me a tiny bit of money doing this one first. Sketchwish. Just the man I was open to see. I fear ill tidings drift in from Camp Overlook. Zoga and his scurvy crew have been quiet, too quiet for the commander's liking, if you catch me drift. Our scouts have reason to believe that they've recovered from their recent setback and are currently gathering strength for retaliatory strike. I'd speak to Commander Bloden myself, but it'd seem he's none too pleased with me efforts on the 789th Order's behalf. If I know the commander, he's far more like to cut an adventure like yourself some slack. You'll travel to Camp Overlook in my stead, won't ye? That lady needs speech lessons. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Loading up your ass. Oi, Fluffy. You haven't happened to see my favorite lieutenant around, have you? I'm afeard dear Skateswiss has steered us right into the eye of a storm. Our creed might be till sea swallows all, but I wouldn't mind if it swallowed her first. Any road, you've been working with her up till now, right? Good. That means you can help clean up this mess. Now listen and listen well. Me scouts just returned from Ugamaro. It seems our friend Zoga was so enamored of your little prank that he united the most powerful orders in the tunnels under his black flag. That's right, scores upon scores of the buggers, hauling sulfur, saltpeter, and the gods knows what else, to all corners of the mountain. Aye, there's no doubt in me mind. The bombs that they brandished the last time were only the start of it. You and Skateswiss started this by casting your lot with the 789th. Now you can get us out of this. Whatever it takes to keep Zoga off our backs until we can bolster our defenses. You make it happen. Understood? Okay. So it's as I feared. Zoga's taken the elm at Ugamaro. The commander's right. How do I... Shit. Yeah, what are you yapping about this time? My beloved Bibi. My dear, my darling, my beloved. She said she would meet me hours ago, but she is nowhere to be found. No, nowhere at all. She said she would come by way of the Kobold Dig. If she was caught by Zogar, I shudder to think what would happen. Tremble, shear, shiver, shudder. You must save her. Yes, yes, you must. You spineless coward. She's your girl. Go your bloodiest self. Bah, I'd have better luck squeezing a ale from a stone than talking sense into this one. Let's go, Fluffy. Bum bum ba da ba da bum bum bum. I need 2 frickin' things to spawn here. That sucks. Bum 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 ba da ba da ba da bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Skip. Fight me. You fiend. Advanced smart bomb. So advanced. Jump. Bum bum ba da bum 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 bum. Bum bum ba ba dum bum 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 bum. Zaboo. I feel like I should bind this to something. No? This is kick. Could shift kick, maybe. 8. Ba-dum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. Right. Kobold dig. Snap this up here. Load. Oh, it's down this way. Okay. We'll gut you, slice you, slash you, gut you. Okay. Not gutted yet. Bum ba dum bum bum ba da bum bum bum. Free at last. You are Gigu's adventurer friend, yes? Yes, yes you are. I knew that coward wouldn't have the courage to save me himself. He is useless, hapless, hopeless, useless. So scared was I. Yes, yes, I was petrified. I came to deliver these plans and... The plans! They are gone, missing, vanished, gone! What plans? Why, the plans for Zogar's new furnace. I must find them, or Zogar will punish me. Yes, yes, his wrath knows no bounds. Okay. Oh, whatever shall I do? Without those plans, I'm as good as dead. Slaughtered, butchered, dead. There you go. Could it be? Yes, yes, you have found them. This is twice you have saved me, adventurer. So brave you are, daring, dauntless, brave. So different from a certain kobold I know. So different from me. Harsh I am to Gigu, unkind, unfeeling, harsh. But the truth is, I too lack the heart to stand up to Zogar. Yes, yes, I too am a coward. I too am an alchemist, you see. Skilled one, yes, yes, I am. So what did Zogar do? He threatened to exile the 175th from Okumaru unless I did his dirty work. A furnace he wanted, but not just any furnace. No, no, a fiery, fearsome, formidable one. A furnace to end all furnaces. I have no wish to serve Zogar. No, no, none at all. What I truly wish is to be happy with Gigu, cheerful, content, happy, and yet, I simply cannot stand to see him grovel so. No, no, I cannot bear it. I am no better, this I know, but Gigu is different. Yes, Gigu is a leader of kobolds. I beg of you, adventurer, yes, yes I do, take this to Gigu, that it might stir his heart, rouse, shake, stir. If this fails, there is no hope for him. No, no, none at all. Okay. Rules for thee and not for me, eh? BB, my beloved, my fair, my darling, my beloved, will I never gaze upon you again? My BB is safe? Oh, joy, glee, happiness, joy. And what is this? A letter? What? Threatening my beloved BB? This time Zoga has gone too far. This is unforgivable, inexcusable, unpardonable, unforgivable. I will not take this sitting down. No, no, I will take this letter straight to Bago and have him do something immediately. BB shall see that I'm a kobold of action. Decision, resolve, action. Gigu and the 789th will be laughing stock no more. No, no, no longer. Well, I saw some sign of life out of him is a start. Though it'd have been nice if something had put the wind in his sails before the poor kobold lass got kidnapped. I swear what she sees in that one. Don't get me wrong now, I've fallen for me share of milksops and cravens in me day. Always open they'd make something of themselves, and each time those self-same opes were betrayed. To tell ye the truth, I've had more than me fill of helping the hopeless, but one thing's clear, if Zogar's plot comes to fruition, it won't just be Gugu and his lot that pay the price. I say we cut that big bully down to the size. Not simply for the kobold's sake, but for our own. Are you with me? Kobold Bobum. Did I forget to pick this one up, brother? Oops. Oh, interesting. Bum. Load warrior. Meal fit for a Fugleman. Bazinga. I have my Chaos Strike. Dare you attack me? Wrong button. Oops. It doesn't even aggro. me. God, where am I? One dingy plot, please. Wait. Wait. Gold pot key. Why am I in combat? Ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Nose is so itchy. I wish the chocobo things just auto-fed. The only reason you should have to resummon is if he dies. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder if I got credit for that. What's going on with the animations? Yeah. Not use the limit on anything but the tear. I tend to just not use the limit. Frick. Ow. Ow. I feel like I was not very close to that, but that's fine. Call Alushi. Secret Askian Man. Bum, bum, ba-dum.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
Isn't this exactly what we've been planning for?
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No. No! You cannot! No!
Yeah.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Tube Samati.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Hydaelyn, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louisoix, I understand now the choice you made. In death,
Dun, dun,
there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Wow, wow.
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Is this the one that she has?
Minfilia, are you all right?
Thought I was
I
using the
am.
one that she was working on.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands. Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Sharlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis Soir. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Sharlayan behind, Master Louis Soir gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe, torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louis Soir I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louis Soir hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louis Soir's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louis Soir's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Never seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. I don't know where they're asking him. We shall gather in the Sharlayan manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life and mourn her passing. Ooh, loot. Moonbrita was a native of Sharlayan. I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? It is a monument found at Wraithfrost and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Bum, bum, bum. Back to do these real quick. Go get something to eat because I got super hunger all of a sudden. Said eat, and then I forgot to get solid food. Oh well. Bum, bum, dum. It explains why they introduced a new character, though. Killer up. Murder. Monkey. It's probably the mount that makes me happiest. Especially since he wields me like a lance. Which is very fitting. I haven't tried selling the materia. Makes sense. could just teleport out of here, but whatever. Eh. Son of a bitch. Old Wriggler. Ugh. Cool. Go buy my lottery tickets. My auctions a little bit. Not very many things sold. Somehow I just did that up. I'm asking for 500. They are not. This guy's selling at base. I don't. What is even the point of that? Just to try to fuck over people who want money? At 113. Sure. I wonder if anybody actually buys this. I don't know. I guess for crafting. Why would you buy food? Don't really know. Is there a reason? chance of selling. To get some quick transfer button. What did I just do? I'm just hammer bullshit dies. I kind of like dies. There's some that I want, but hey. Guess 120. Oh. listing price. I don't know why people undercut so aggressively in this game. Stuff. They selling below vendor. What the fuck? This game's fucking whack. Sells at 99. This has a reason to go on the market, I guess. $290. $270. Vendor. Crazy people. I wonder if it's just like poorly written bots. What could possibly motivate people? Just trying to do community service for people who want low-level materia, but I don't know, can't afford to pay a little bit for it. 160. This 160 is an undercut. 90. $460. That's also probably an undercut, but whatever. Oops. Selling at vendor. $600. It's the only one below 1,000. It's so much. It's pretty obnoxious. All of these are dumbass undercuts, but whatever. Three, 7. Yeah. Pretty good. Well, what gives me the most information? I guess that. Two plus 6, 9, 360 possible. If I aim high, get 9, 8, and a 4. 17, 21. I guess that's could be good. Yeah. Whatever. Boo. Boo. Jeez, 750,000. So many. Bootkins, no. It's 3K. Alright. sick tree to have a grave or whatever.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
I would judo chop the crap out of that dragon. Annoying fucker. Stealing my god blessing. Being all smug. Bum 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 bum. Bum ba da bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum. Yes, sure. I don't know if precious is the word I would use. These two people, all the nameless people. What's that? Sylph? Ugh. Of weeping. I'm the newest guy you have. this about? All of a sudden, a new narrative technique. Okay. I believe Ida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Moonbrida's passing, and her heart aches to my heart aches to see her so downcast. Oop, punch my mic. Alright, I'll talk to whoever to hook. They all seem pretty mopey. But I'll take care of the only other human woman. Great. It's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. Placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. Trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times. And, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Wraithfrost. Who am I getting this from? Fancy mounts. Pink beam. Eldritch trinket to trade. They've got you running errands now. Those Scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Sending the savior of Eorza to the bleeding market. Fine use of your time, that is. Seriously though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out the Chocobo stables next. Anyway, what was it you were here to pick up? The Moon Daisy, was it? Here then, take it. Tell that Ida lass I've got a wide selection of headwear in stock. If she ever decides to replace that dowdy old mask of her. Gods know she needs to. Suck it. Ida. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again and then again and then again. It drives me crazy. What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Moonbreed, I love these things. You know, I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
I probably will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
What does that even mean? What song? Oh, the dragon song? Okay.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me? We
Nope.
have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Bum 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 ba da bum. Wonder if I should go check on what's his face. Hello, envoy. Sallied forth. Okay. Back to that snow place. Wait, the Dravanian are people? Lady.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Got him. Enjoyer. Gates of Judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered. Tenterhooked? What the frick does that mean? Dyspeptic. seemed the heretic struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Scions, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. Chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders and came close enough to dispel the first of our warlords. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Imric awaits you. Gaboo, gaboo, gaboo. Wham. 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 A single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss. Your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Grout Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and would treat with you in the intercessory. What a surprise. We were supposed to hang out in the weird little side place. Thank you for coming with such a haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Estinian. The dragon, I thought. I represent to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. Impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lance, Estinian is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer, as my fellow Azure Dragoon here will attest. Be at ease, Fluffy Me. I did not come to challenge you this day. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. It would seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in our nation's history, though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Orthus since Ishgard's founding. Many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. They are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms. They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gate. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You've described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Korthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Korthus. They would not even have to draw steel. Why is he shocked by this? Imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Aymer. Through the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Gasp. Fear not. I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. And the eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. And the worm who roared was Nidhogg, aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danafin's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt the worm has summoned his minions to war. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Aymeric was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes at something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. We are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs. Preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the antecedent. Who can say? Who can say?
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
Bit dramatic.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go.
See? Fence.
The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
That? Why did I watch that? Bum ba-dum bum. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support, I leave to Alphinaud. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Korthus. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slafborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Okay. We are rather close to Korthus, aren't we? We'd best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Fluffy. I have 101 things to discuss with Slafborn. Away! Appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Korthus, then the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, each adventurer is, of course, free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Spare your mere talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Fair. Hello. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilrid was there with the fort that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since, have you? God damn it, I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilrid stopped running up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault in Ul'dah. So now, of course, half the Braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing as binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wilrid's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And this is just between you and me, mind, there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled upon, and I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilrid. Any road, you've got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you. He tells me and not the boss. Some people inspire trust, and some people are Alphino. So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of this siege. Those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. But I have pledged myself to guard Revenant's Toll, modest work though it is. I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do, what to do. Sell me blade to the Ishgardians. Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot. But I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I worked for one of them knights before, you know. Watched me like a bloody hawk he did. Still, I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Angular adventurer. Volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claimed the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Okay. There you are, Fluffy. So, do you sway any hearts? Maybe one. Added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slackborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say one Revenant's toll veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. Oh. Well, it's getting close to me feeling done, and I have to take a crap.